come to Venezuela. Come and see from the first, hand what is socialism. Come and see. Let's come and visit us. Socialism doesn't work, it never been worked, and it never will work.
Hey everyone, on today's podcast, I'm going to bring you a special interview with a good friend of mine who happens to have grown up in Venezuela. She's going to tell us what it was like before socialism, and she has a warning for America.
This is the Hot Zone. Engaging with the news in a whole new way, international war correspondent Chuck Holton brings insight into areas of crisis and lets you help those affected.
Yeah, well, I'm on the road, as you can see, doing my podcast, kind of a la Matt Walsh. You know, he always does his in his car. So anyway, on this episode, I want to bring you an interview I did the other day. I went out to eat with my good friend Lila Parenza. She grew up in Venezuela, and she just is so sad about what's happened to her country. And I wanted to get her to tell us a little bit about what Venezuela was like before Hugo Chavez turned it to socialism. And I think she has some very poignant things and a very good warning for our country as well. Take a listen. Did you grow up in Venezuela?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me you grew up in Venezuela and tell me what it was like.
Okay. Well, the Venezuela, it was a free country, completely free. It was a happy country. It was a friendly country. People everywhere, say hello and talk to you like, they know you from ever. And they talk to you like your family all the time. And for example, if you went to the bank and you were in the line waiting for your turn to go to the cashier, and the people in front was, start talking to you like nothing. And, you end the conversation like, from all the time, like some kind of brotherhood that you can feel like family. Another example.
Was it safe?
Yes, of course.
Tell me about that.
Oh, you can go everywhere. I remember in December, we went to El Poliedro, which is a big party for Christmas. We have our music for Christmas, which is called gaita. And, we going there most every December, and it was full of people. And, it wasn't robberies. It wasn't kidnapping. No, nobody was kidnapped. It was safe. It was a safe place. They have robberies like in every place, but they stole your cellular, for example, sometime if you left there on a table. But it was safe. It was completely safe. It was clean.
So was this like in the 1970s, 80s?
No. I was born in 69, so that was in the 80s. I came to Panama in 2000.
Okay.
Year 2000.
So this is before socialism, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
what was Venezuela before it became socialist?
Well, you can't compare Venezuela in that time with any, country right now, like Panama. You went to the supermarket at that time and you can find anything you wanted. Actually, it was funny because we the Venezuelan people, we used to travel too much. We went to Miami and they used to call us the Tabarato because every time we were for shopping, it says, "Oh, it's cheap, give me two." So está barato, dame dos. So they used to call us Tabarato. So yeah, I remember we went to Miami and we buy a lot of stuff there, stuff like, you don't find in Latin America. But it wasn't because um, it was missed. Like right now, you cannot find paper toilet or essential things, but only because you went to go there and buy some different stuff. Like every time you can find, for example, here in Panama, there is stuff that you cannot find here. But no, it was a really really nice country. But I'm telling you, the people, the change in the people, it's for me, it's the hardest part. This break brotherhood that the Venezuelan get after Chavez. For to me, that was the worst part. You know.
What do you mean? Explain that.
Okay, he started to tell the people that being rich was bad, and that's create some kind of, if somebody was poor, that creates some kind of jealousy and envy. So he used that sense, that sentimiento, to separate people. So then they start fighting between
Do you see the same thing happening in the United States today with the
right.
politics?
Yeah, I can see with between the Democrats and conservadores, Republicans. Yeah, I can notice right now. It's the same thing. They start exactly the same. They say, okay, being have money, it's bad. Everybody, if socialist, it's better because everybody will be the same, and that's not true. Because rich people, which is the company who have which is the people who have companies, it's the people who give you employees.
Right. So, how did Venezuela change when socialism showed up? I'm just kidding. When socialism came to Venezuela, how did Venezuela change?
Well, the starting by the companies, everything was closed because the government took, you know,
Control.
in charge. Yeah, they took control of every company. So we cannot produce anything because everything was closed. We have no money. We have no materia prima to do anything. And the government, it's been there to make rules, to make laws, not to feed the people, not to harm the companies. That's not her role as government.
And were you there when Chavez took over?
Well, yeah, I was the first year there, and yeah, you can see him. For example, you can see videos when he says, "Okay, and this building, who's this building? Oh no, this building is it's a company for corn meal to make arepas, for example." And he says, "Okay, expropiese, take control of this, and kick the people, kick the owners out without any kind of payment or anything." And time after that, those companies close because if you cannot people that have the knowledge to handle the company, that company cannot work.
Yeah, and not only the knowledge, but the reason. I mean, if it's my company, I have a reason to keep it going. But if the government takes it away, why should I care?
You can see all these building alone and broken and downs because nothing is working right now.
Right.
And nobody wants it's not because the Venezuelan are people worker Venezuelan are
They're hard workers.
hard workers people, but if they don't have the warranty that, okay, I'm gonna build this building and this building I can work in that, I won't do anything because I don't have warranty that all my job, all my money that I invest in that, I will have some kind of return. It's not incentive to do that.
So when you see what has happened to Venezuela now, how does it make you feel?
Sad, really sad, and hungry, angry, because you can don't do anything. You can even speak about it. If you speak bad, or you put your opinion and says, okay, this is not good, you can go to the jail because
You
of
still
that.
have family there.
Yeah.
What does your family say that it's like?
Well, let me tell you, I have a cousin that he was killed because he said he started, giving chats and talking about the government, and he was killed. And
Was he killed by the government?
well,
Or by the
no,
colectivos?
suddenly he was killed. He apparently he they found it. They found him dead, and they says he shot himself twice with a gun in his right arm, and he was left arm.
He was left-handed.
So yes,
Yeah.
so we
So he
cannot
committed suicide by shooting himself twice.
twice with the right hand, and he was left-handed. So, and he was like 24 years old. He was a
And-
little kid.
Your uncle was kidnapped. Tell me about that.
Well, my brother and my father was kidnapped. Yes, they kidnapped. First, they kidnapped my little brother and they asked for a ransom. And when my father and my older brother went to pay the ransom, they took both, and they asked for X quantity of money. And well, we are farmers. We don't have so much money to cash. Everything you have, it's in cows or farm, and we borrow some money, and we found X quantity of money, so much less that they were asking. And well, my brother talked to the boss.
Kidnappers.
Yes, and he says, okay, that's all the money we have. If you want, accept or not, kill us, because they were like 1 month there, and they were desperate, closed in a small room. My father had got pneumonia,
Pneumonia.
so it was a really, 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 really tough time for us.
Now you talk to people who. Oh, do you remember how much a dollar was worth in bolivars when you were living there?
4.30, and then it was 7.50.
So $4.
$4.
No, $4 bolivars to $1.
Uh-huh. And right now it's like almost $4,000. 4,000.
No, 4 million.
Wow.
It's now 4 million bolivars to the
Wow.
dollar.
Wow.
I was just there. How can that be?
Well,
Huh?
and they says that the problem in Venezuela is because they have blockades, but that's not true. They have a lot of money. Actually, you can see in the news that every day they're trying to get money from any other countries, and they have a lot of money right now. So Venezuela, it's just it's just time to renew, change the government, and do the right things.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm so hungry.
Don't worry.
So, Juan Lido, how do you think that is going to work?
Okay. Well, to me, this is personal. One, it's part of the organization, part of the opposition. He's the face. But to me personally, Leopoldo Lopez is behind, and Enrique Capriles, and a lot of people, it's behind helping him. This guy, he's a really he looks like a really good guy, and well, he's offering the the solution that we really need right now. He says he have three steps. First, it's let's Maduro and his people quit and left the country. I don't know, something should happen. But it's not only Maduro. It's the colectivos, it's the narcotráfico, the drug dealers. It's everything that you can see in the news that is happening there.
If you had a message for Americans about socialism, what would it be?
Come to Venezuela. Come and see from the first, hand what is socialism. Come and see. Let's come and visit us. Socialism doesn't work. It never been worked, and it never will work. That dream that everybody will be the same, that's impossible. And it's not me who's saying, it's the history. Read a little bit, learn a little bit, check the countries who's been trying to implant socialism in their own countries. It doesn't work. You need somebody to hire you. You need, everybody it's different, and everybody has his own skills. Some people was born to be leader or own a country, and some people being, born to be driver or football player. Everybody, we're different. We're not the same. We're.
But it also, I think, kind of removes God from the equation. Socialism does.
Yes, that's the other part.
If socialism takes everything I own, if they own the fruits of my labor, then what do I have to tithe with? What do I have to give to God? Nothing. Because the government takes it all.
And takes your, how do you say, creencia?
My creation. Takes my creativity.
Yeah. And they take you, for example, we, the believers, we have faith in God. We know that when we pass away, somebody will be waiting for us. And that's my free way to think. And socialism is trying to take out this kind of, they want you to think the way they want it. So I'm asking you, if you are a hard worker, do you have the right to go to a restaurant? Of course you have. You can do whatever you want with your money. That's the freedom that the capitalism give you, not the socialism.
The Hot Zone is produced by Amy Holton and Livefire Media. Copyright 2019.